Very good morning, dear friends. Myself, Dr. Vikrant Sudhakar Palekar. I am working as assistant professor in Gokhale Education Society's Arts, Commerce and Science College, Jawar, Palghar. In the series of the lectures, we are doing this first lecture on the topic agrochemicals. So this particular topic is from second unit from the organic chemistry paper of TIBSc class. As we know that agrochemicals are one of the important chemical entity which is used in the agriculture sector. As we know that in India, the farming or rather we can say agriculture is the one of the important occupation which is being carried out. So the chemicals are playing a very important role in order to have the higher productivity of food grains, and with the increasing demand we must use the agrochemicals in order to increase the demand of the food grains. So in this particular session we are going to see the introduction and classification of agrochemicals. First we will see introduction to agrochemicals. As we know that agrochemicals is a chemical product that is being used in the agriculture to protect crops from pest, weeds and enhance the crop yield. So basically we can say that agrochemicals is the chemical product which is being basically used to enhance the crop yield by protecting them from pest and weeds. As we know that these pest, weeds, they decrease or they destroy the plants and decreases the yield. So when you use the agrochemicals, there are chances that the crop yield can be increased. But if we see what are the challenges in front of the using agrochemicals, as we know that day by day in the 21st century there is a increasing demand of food grains. In order to fulfill this particular demand, we must increase our crop yield so that this particular demand and supply chain can be easily balanced. So what we must do in order to increase the yield of the crops, we must use such a chemicals by which we can minimize the reduction of crop losses. Why there are crop losses are being occurred? Because of the attack of the pest. As we know that pest destroy the crops. So as a result of that, you will find that there might be a losses in the crops by decreasing the yield. So what we need to have in order to increase the production, we need to improvise the quality and quantity of the food grains. Then and then only we can increase the crop productivity. So this is the introduction of agrochemicals. What are the different crop protecting chemicals are used in the agrochemical industry? We can use insecticides to kill the insects, fungicides, these are used to kill the fungus material, herbicides, they are used against the weeds, pesticides, they are used against the pest, and rodenticides, they are used against the animal. So these are the basic classification of agrochemicals in the 5 classes we have to remember. Then we will see which particular pesticide can be called as ideal. So your pesticides must be ideal when it involves the broad spectrum to kill the pest. It should be very broad in order to kill the pest. It must be a unanimous for most of the plants. Then they should not be toxic to animals and plant. What are the desired plant you want to grow, it should not affect that particular plant, and it should not affect to domestic animals also. Their concentration should not increase the food chain. When you spray the agrochemicals or rather pesticides on the plant, their concentration should not go inside your food products. Okay, they should only affect the pest. Then the pesticides whatever you are using, they should not be permanently stored inside the body tissue. Otherwise what will happen, they will harm our body. Then they should not disturb the ecosystem. Once they get introduced inside the ecosystem, they might hazard the living organisms. So this should be maintained. And another last thing, that they must have the low cost and they must be easy to formulate. So this particular thing we must remember when we want to prepare any particular pesticides. Now we will see one by one classification. Already we have seen there are 5 classes. These are the 5 classes we have seen: insecticide, fungicides, herbicides, pesticides and rodenticides. Now we will see one by one what are these particular classes are being. First is insecticides. So what are the insecticides? These are the chemicals used to protect the crop from insects. Remember, they are used to protect from insects. How they protect? They might kill them or they might prevent their attack on the crops. So insecticides are the chemical entity which kill the insects or prevent their attack. So this is the property of insecticides. As we know that insecticides has very large potential to alter the ecosystem. They might affect the ecosystem. So once you want to use the insecticide, you must make sure that they should not be toxic to human and animals, and they should not get introduced inside the food chain. So this must be remembered when you want to use the insecticides. So now we will see the examples of insecticides. When you want to study, you must remember 2 things. One is the definition and another is the examples of particular class. Remember the examples. Insecticides are very well known to us. One is most of the chlorinated hydrocarbons are being used as an insecticide. One of the good example of insecticide is DDT. DDT is having this particular structure. So it is used as one of the very good insecticide. Another example of insecticide is benzene hexachloride. It is also used as one of the very good insecticide. Apart from that, you can also have the another examples of organophosphates like methyl parathione, or carbamates like aldicarb is also used as insecticides. So insecticide classes we have seen. Now we will see the another classification of agrochemicals is fungicides. The name itself tells fungicides. So what it can tells, these are the chemicals which prevent, destroy or inhibit the growth of fungi or their pores. Fungus, as we know that India is a tropical country where humidity is the major concern for us. As we know that in the humid atmosphere there is a chances that the fungus material can get enhanced. So once they get form, what they will cause the crop, and they might causes the yield reduction, and also it affects on the quality and profit of the crops. So what are the fungicides being used? They are used to fight against the fungal infections. They can also used for the animals also. Animals can also have the fungal infection. For that also you can use the fungicides. Now there are 3 classes of fungicides. We will see one by one. First is fungistatics. What are these fungistatics? They do not kill the fungi, but it inhibit the growth of fungi. Okay, they directly don't kill. Just what they will do, they will not allow the further growth of fungi present in the living tissue. Okay, so this is the role of fungistatics. Then next is protectants. So what they will do, they restrict the entry of the fungi into plant. So once you spray this protectants on the crop, what they'll have, they will not allow the fungus to grow on the plants. So they restrict the entry. Okay, so this is we have to remember. And last one is eradicants. So what they do, they destroy and control the established organism. Once your organism is being established on your crop, so what will happen, they will destroy and control its further growth. So this is the third property of fungicides what we have seen. Then we will see the examples of fungicides. So fungicides are basically from the class of dicarboxamide derivatives. Remember these trade names, Captan. You can also go through its chemical name. Then Captafol, Folpate, these are the examples. Then also the benzimidazole derivative is also one of the very good class of fungicides. Mefanoxam is very good example. Then next class is herbicides. They are also being called as a weed killers. So what are these weeds? These are the substances they unwantedly grow on plant. So herbicides are chemical used to control the unwanted plants. Many times we see in the rainy season also, there is a unwanted plants are being grow in your main crop. So this is many times in Marathi called as a tan. So in order to control this particular herbicides, there are the chemicals being used. These are called as herbicides. There are two types. First one is selective herbicides. So what they do, they control the specific weed species while leaving the desired crop relatively unharmed. They don't harm the main crop, but whatever the unwanted plants are being grown, they selectively destroy them only. Another is non-selective herbicides. So what they do, they use to kill all vegetation. Means whatever the green plants which are grown on your farm, they kill all the vegetation. So these are the two classes we have seen herbicides. One is selective herbicide and another is non-selective herbicides. As we know that herbicides, they damage your crop. So once they damage your crop, they will affect on your yield. Yield will loss due to the herbicides. As we know that they occupy maximum space on your land. So once they grow inside your land, so what will happen, they don't allow the sunlight to go into land. So they block the space. Also they prevent the sunlight, and basically we can say that they can act as an obstacle for the crop growth. So we know that for the crop we are many times adding water or any fertilizers. So what will happen, they will take out all this water and fertilizer, and what will happen, your main crop will not get this particular fertilizer whatever you are adding externally. So basically we can say that they can act as obstacles in the growth of the plant. So we will see examples. Glycophosphate, then phenoxy herbicides. 2,4-D is basically one of the important class, that is phenoxy herbicides such as 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid. It is being used as a very good herbicides. Then simazine, paraquat is can also use as a herbicides. Then propanil is one of the very important herbicide which is used in the rice field. राइस फील्ड के लिए जो हर्बिसाइड यूज़ करते हैं, दैट इज़ वन इज़ प्रोपेनिल. दिस इज़ द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ प्रोपेनिल, so which is being used as a herbicide for in the rice field. Then next class is pesticide. So pesticides, they kill the pest including insects, rodents, fungi and unwanted plants. So this is a very big section where you can attack on the most of the parts, that is animals also, fungus also, and plants also, that is weeds also. So many times pesticides used in the public health, in order to have the very good public health, they also use many times pesticides for killing the mosquitoes and all those. Then they also help to prevent damage from the plant and animal. Then whatever the pesticides you are using, they are being very toxic to other organisms, so you must use them with a lot of precautions. And another thing is that disposable methods, you should have very good disposable methods in order to dispose this particular pesticides. Once their concentration being increased in the ecosystem, they might have the lot of hazards. Then let us see the example of pesticides. Argilophosphate, acephate, DEET, boric acid. Many times we use boric acids for the rice also. When you preserve the rice in homes, we try to apply the boric acid, so it can act as a pesticide. Then malathion is a very good class of the pesticide. This is the structure of malathion. Then last one is rodenticides. So what are these rodenticides? They are basically being used to kill the rodents. Rodents is the class of the mammalian, which includes rats, mice, woodchucks, etc. So as you know, these particular animals also harm the plants. So in order to kill this particular animal species, the rodenticides being used. So what they do, as we know that these animals, they damage the crops. They can also transmit the various diseases. So in order to have the control of that, we can use the rodenticides. And most importantly, they also can cause the damages to ecosystem. So once you want to use these particular rodenticides, they must have the lower toxicity. They should not harm the domestic animals. Okay. Then example, crimidine, alpha-naphthalthiourea, pinadone. These are the examples of rodenticides. The pinadone is having this particular structure. So this is a structure of pinadone. So we have seen these 5 classes of agrochemicals. Go through its as a point of remembering, we must know the definition and their action of attack, which particular part they attack in the agrochemicals. So remember the definitions and examples. Go through these 5 classes. This is very important as point of the view of the examination. Many times there is a questions, give the classification of agrochemicals, and we must write its at least the name of the examples. If the structure is not possible to remember, you must write the names. Thank you very much.